Hello, this is Tom Bailey, TV radio broadcast teacher here at North Side High School and English 10 teacher. Our show today is actually about our dance program, and I have some guests today. To my immediate left is Olivia McFarren.
Hi.
Across the table from us then are Miss Carol Wilson.
Good morning.
And Veda Hackbush.
Hello.
All right, so we're going to start with an overview of the dance program. Ms. Wilson, you've been here longer than I have, one of the few people, and you actually graduated from this school, so you have some skin in the game.
I do.
Give us an overview of the dance program.
Yes, so I have been here now 14 years. I graduated way before then. I always tell my students that they have to go look me up because I'm never going to tell them when I actually graduated. But I've been the teacher of the dance program now for 14 years, and we have a program that's very extensive through levels, beginning in Dance 1 through Dance 5, and that really just means beginning to advanced. Our Dance 5 students are like our dance team here at North Side High School. They're the ones that do all the extra performances and all the extra fundraising, and they're kind of the spotlight or the leaders of the program. We actually have had this program now going for 42 years. So it started in the gym way back when, and then we had on the first floor C Hall, before the building was renovated, we had 2 dance studios, and now we have brand new studios through the renovation with locker rooms and a costume room. And so that's exciting, 42 years. A lot of people don't know that about the program.
I didn't. So.
And we do 2 main shows every year, a winter show that has all of our students involved, and then we also ask several of the guest schools, like Lakeside Middle School, Weiser, Memorial, Southside, Wayne, have all been in our program before. We also, in the past, before COVID, had an after-school program that hosted elementary and middle school students that my upper level students actually taught and choreographed and led. That's part of our community service through the program. And then in the spring, we have a big show, 2 nights, the same show that only involves our dance students here in the program. And then recently, we have added some other things. We dance at basketball games, we dance in the community, we've danced for the superintendent before, but our biggest program that we have implemented in the last couple of years is Dancing with the Stars. And so that basically is Dance 5 students and faculty members that volunteer, and all of that money that is raised through those performances goes directly to Riley Hospital.
Okay, and going to piggyback just for a second. When we get done with this COVID stuff, are you going to bring back the little kids of the after school stuff? Because that was really cool to see those young kids come in here and see the young ladies and gentlemen coaching and teaching them.
Absolutely. So we hope to. We wanted to bring it back this year just because we were all back full day and entire week. But just with the little ones coming in and out of the school, we just didn't really want to risk it this year. So hopefully next year, we're looking at bringing them back. That's ages from 3 to 8th grade. So, and it's such an important outreach. Yes, it's a fundraiser for us. We do charge a minimal amount, but it's our community service. The students really see that as an outreach program. And then we've been really lucky to we have a senior this year, Ruby, who is in Dance 5. She actually started in the dance program, and I've had a couple of other students that have come to Northside because of that after-school program and have gone all the way through graduation in our dance program. So it's really cool to see when they choose Northside as their school because of that program.
Or even with Jordan Painter, who graduated here, was a big part of the dance program here, and now she teaches here.
Yep, absolutely.
Very transformative. So you guys do an awful lot of creative things with the dance and things like that. Explain to me a bit about choreography and what you guys do with regard to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll let these girls kind of talk about that, but that's another aspect of our program that every year I choose students that will be in Dance 5 to be basically my assistant teachers, and I'll kind of let them talk about their duties and their responsibilities on that, but they earn a credit for it. They have to meet all the time with me, but really they become the lead teacher in the room eventually. So I'll let them share kind of what they experience with that.
So as a choreography student, you have to come in like early in the morning some weeks. Normally it's Thursdays, but with Dancing with the Stars, it's like kind of different because we're like so busy in the morning. But me and Veda are choreography students for Dance 2 this year, so we'll like meet together, like discuss what we want to like work on with the class for that day, what songs we want to do, and like what choreography we want to teach them, and like what the final product we want to look like to put on stage.
Yeah, it's also like a really great opportunity to build bonds and like kind of connections with the underclassmen, because I don't have a lot of classes with those kids, but I feel like they kind of look up to me as like a big sister, and I can kind of like help them at least in dance class, but also in other classes and things. So that's probably my favorite part about being a choreographer.
Well, now choreography, when you guys are designing, you're choosing the music and you're designing the moves and things, like what do you guys think about when you're creating something like that?
We think, of course, like the basic things like formations, what students might be able to like have better skills at things than others, or just what might make the group look really good, I guess.
Olivia?
And then sometimes, like, if we want to have a specific story we want to tell, like, how that will look like on stage and how we'll, like, make the story, like, able to, like, I don't know. Okay. So, like, how we can easily translate the story from, like, story to dance. And so how, like, the audience can read that, too.
Yeah, one of the things that I've noticed, because I've attended several dance shows, is that there's always a clear respect of the theme and the narrative that a song makes, that then translates itself into the choice and movements. And I mean, sometimes you have like a main character, sometimes you have two main characters, and sometimes you have different conflicts within the same song where different dancers will take the lead to represent the different parts of the song. So it's really impressive from the outside looking in, especially somebody not with a background in dance. Well, you guys are doing a great job, and so you guys have some events coming up. First, Dancing with the Stars is taking place on April 1st.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, like I said earlier, that is part of our Riley fundraising campaign every year. We didn't get to do it last year because of COVID, but we're super excited about it. These students all have worked with faculty members. They rehearse every single morning of the week to get those dances ready. And right now, I think we have 15 faculty members that will be involved in that show. And the students are going to be able to come and see that show. It's going to be $2. And again, all of that money will go directly to Riley. And we're super excited. They win a trophy, whoever has the most votes for the best dance.
Who won it last year? Do you remember?
The first year that we did it was Mrs. Sharp. So she used to be our Spanish teacher. So my seniors know who she is. So we're actually possibly, I don't want to give it away, she might make a special appearance in this year's show. So we're super excited about that.
Let me tell you something about Miss Sharp. Miss Sharp was one of the best Spanish teachers that we've had, but she had to take care of little ones during the COVID pandemic. And when she performed, because I remember her dancing, I thought she was like a Dance 5 student, because she was like limber, elegant, flexible, everything that, like, I had no idea that she was as talented as she was as a dancer. So that was a very eye-opening experience for me.
Absolutely. And we have Miss Frymuth, who is a teacher here now as well and graduated from North Side. She has a dance degree, so she is going to be one of those dancers also that's like, wow, I had no idea that she was that good. So, but we also have some very impressive people that you would have no idea that had some skills. They're bringing it. So super excited about that show.
Yeah, see, I don't have any skills. The only thing that I would be bringing are my stiff hips and knees, and nobody wants to see that.
That's okay.
So you guys have the spring dance show coming up May 5th and 6th. That is always an extravaganza. What can we look forward to?
Performances from our dances 1 and through 5 or 4 classes that we choreographed, and dance 5 pieces that Ms. Wilson and other people will choreograph, and just maybe some solos or duets from other people that they choreographed by themselves, and
of course a finale.
That's right.
Forget about that.
The grand finale. That's right. Everybody's favorite part.
Well, you know what, I remember a dance show. I think it was like my first year working at North Side, was The Lion King was one of the two. And I remember Jordan Painter was in it. But long story short, I remember that there have been times where I've gone to those dance shows and had legitimate emotional responses to the dances and how things are. I mean, something about theater, musical theater, and dance just gets to me. And so, you know, fair warning to anybody that would be going to these dance shows, you will be emotionally moved if you do those things. So I want to feature the seniors here. We'll start with Veda. Veda, how long you been in the program, and what are some of the things that this program has taught you? What are some of your favorite experiences? Feel free to discuss anything that comes to mind in this.
All right, so I've been a part of the Northside Dance program for 4 years now. I started out in Dance 1 with little to no experience with dancing, and then I made it up to level 4 and then into 5 for 2 years. And I've really like grown a bond with all the people that I have either grown through the dance program with, but just Dance 5 in general. Like, we are like a really big family, and we all get along really well and like each other's presence. But other than that, I actually really do enjoy coming in like early mornings or staying after school. It doesn't feel like a chore. Dance is like something that when everyone in the group likes doing it, it makes it a fun experience. And then Miss Wilson is also just like a really good role model for myself and probably everyone else in Dance 5.
And the adults in this building.
Yeah, of course. She like can show us how to be a leader, especially as choreography students. It's a big jump from being a student to a teacher, and that's not an experience that I had ever had until being a choreographer. But I'm just really happy to be a part of the program.
Olivia, same question to you.
I've been in the dance program and Dance 5 for 3 years, and before that I was like training very intensively with the Fort Aim Ballet and doing a lot of ballet and stuff like that. And then I was like, I don't know if I want to do ballet in the future. I think I want to do more like jazz and musical theater stuff. So I switched, and I'm doing theater here, and I'm doing the dance program, and I've had so much fun. It's been a great experience.
I'm going to go back to Veda just for a second. What has been your favorite moment, that one moment that you say was your greatest moment being involved in this program?
I've probably just got to say the times that we have all gone out to dinner with each other. But, okay, actually my most favorite moment has got to be after show. After our recent winter show, we had a finale that was like, how many minutes long?
42 minutes, I think.
Yeah, 42 minutes long, and it was exhausting, and everyone is just like a chaotic experience. But it was so fun. And then like at the end of it, we were all so tired, but like proud of ourselves, proud of each other, and we were all just kind of like living in the moment for a second, and everyone was just like super excited. And then after that, like, there's just costumes, like, all over the floor. And it's just, like, something I'd never seen before. But it's just, like, we all shared, like, how much we just had such a good time. And the audience, like, loved us. And it just feels really good to, like, be supported. And, like, people just see all the hard work that you've put in. So my favorite experience is just after show, to be honest.
Well, and we're having some technical difficulty, so I'm going to pass my microphone to Olivia. Olivia, the exact same question. Like, what has been your favorite moment in dance so far?
I'd have to say that dance, like, before the shows, like, that before-show ritual of, like, getting your makeup on, getting your hair ready, getting in costume, like, that, like, excitement feeling that you all feel, and then everyone is excited, everyone is a little bit nervous. You've worked so hard for this moment, and then, like, you go on stage and perform, and it's, like, it's a sigh of relief that you don't have to, like, have all this stuff in your brain anymore, but it's also, like, wow, we really just did that. Like, look how cool we are. We're so proud of ourselves type of thing, and, like, everyone's having just a great time, and we're all friends, and we celebrate, and it's great.
Well, I know from experience, too, like that post-performance rush, when you know you nailed it, and it's over, and you know that that crowd walked away by being moved emotionally and physically and spiritually. So I want to thank all of you guys for coming out tonight. Olivia, Miss Wilson, Veda Hackbush. So this has been our dance program feature for the Legendary Ledger. And go ahead and pay attention to our next segment. Thank you. Hello, and this is Mr. Tom Bailey, English teacher and TV radio broadcast teacher here at North Side High School, hosting yet another episode of the Legendary Ledger. I am joined today by my co-host, Mr. William Bollinger.
Hello.
And across the table from me are Mike Morris and Elizabeth Sherman. Would you guys introduce yourself? We'll start with Mike Morris.
I'm Mike Morris. I started teaching at Northside in 1974, and I guess kind of off and on went through till 2014.
I'm Elizabeth Sherman. I am class of 2006, and I am the current Northside treasurer.
All right, and they're coming to us today as representatives of the Alumni Association, right? What's our first question for the day?
What's basically the history behind it? Like, what was the idea why the person that started it in the first place?
And that's a good question about who started it. At this point, we look back to 1987. There was a group of pretty prominent people from Fort Wayne, including a mayor, Paul Helmke, a CEO, Ian Rowland, Lincoln Life, and about 3 or 4 others that decided that there should be a high school alumni association. And there really weren't any in the United States at the time. So in 1987, they decided to put together the first alumni association in a high school, and set everything up, set up for a board. And from that point on, we've established a number of things that we do, but we started out with nothing, and we're up to around $600,000 in scholarships and all kinds of things that this group has done.
Well, that brings us then to some of the stuff you guys do as an alumni association. I know that you guys offer a lot of scholarships and grants. Ms. Sherman, can you explain kind of the big picture and also some of the opportunities that are available?
Absolutely. So members are able to give gifts, monetary gifts, towards the Alumni Association, and those gifts are used for scholarships and grants for our current students. Scholarships, of course, are offered to our senior classes, and they are used for college entrance. And grants are offered to anybody in the building, any group, any teacher, any student group, for anything that they need it for the most part. So a lot of times we'll have requests for athletic grants. You know, if the basketball team needs a new set of uniforms, they'll ask the Alumni Association for a grant, and we will gift them amounts so that they can purchase the things that they need. And of course, scholarships, same thing. We have scholarships in usually March the seniors can apply for, and we choose we've got 8, 9?
Oh, no, actually, now we're at 11.
11.
Yeah.
11 different scholarships that we give out that seniors can apply for. And a lot of them are named scholarships of past alumni. Yeah.
Well, and then to follow that up, too, some of the requirements for those scholarships, people with bad grades and stuff might be intimidated to apply for those, but can you explain a little more about some of those opportunities?
Yeah, sure. So a lot of our scholarships are open to any students. We want them college bound. But a lot of times our qualifications are the activities that they've done here at Northside. It's not just academic based, it's involvement here in the school. And a lot of the named ones have specifications of, like, we have the Darlene Yarnell nursing scholarship that's starting this year that's going to be given to a senior that is on their way to a nursing degree or something medical field. So a lot of our scholarships would have those qualifications more than just academics here at school.
Yeah, one thing about the scholarships is that we do have a wide range that cover all kinds of areas like music, dance, going into a service area of some sort. So yeah, we cover quite a range with our scholarships.
Well, in the grants, you guys are the first people to ever give the Northside television radio broadcast class / club we're going to be starting. You guys were the first funders of that. We were honored to do your executive board meeting a couple years ago. So
And annually, we give money to kids surviving cancer.
Right.
We give money to Construction to help with both of those because they're great things that this school does.
What's basically your memberships? What are you expecting to get one?
All right. You need to realize that we keep going and we keep this organization going because we have memberships. And the memberships are on different levels. The membership has stayed the same for the basic membership, $15. And that's for a year. And what you get for that membership is a newsletter. You get alumni night, homecoming, reunions, all kinds of things that we do for all these people that have graduated, but not just them, also the people who are here right now. And we have different levels of membership. The simple basic membership is $15 and goes all the way up to a life membership, which is $1,000. Those $1,000 memberships, we have 192, I think, of those.
I would say 193. We just got a new one.
Okay,
last month.
there we go. Those help us a lot because they help us to build the money that become those scholarships. And we just have a great deal of support from our graduates. And to keep this going, we have to keep the memberships up because we have to keep the office open. We pay for our executive director's position. We pay for our treasurer's position, which are part-time jobs. And that keeps our offices open. And so when we have a membership drive, it's really important because we do want to keep serving Northside, but memberships are the way we do that.
Well, with that said, you mentioned organizing reunions. You also mentioned like Totem Tales, the newsletter, and keeping everybody connected and keeping the service at Northside continuing. What are some of the things that you got to do in order to maintain the reunions, Totem Tales, and the like?
So, like, what kind of things do we do? Like the activities and things that we offer? So we have different things throughout the year. Obviously, homecoming is a huge one. We invite all of our alumni to come and join us for homecoming. We offer a distinguished alumni breakfast where we honor people who have been nominated as distinguished alumni. The board votes on new members, and you'll see those people. They're downstairs outside of the cafeteria, that wall that's got all the pictures of the alumni. That's our distinguished alumni wall. We do a golf outing. We do Hall of Fame for our sports alumni. We do.
Do you guys do coaches for that?
We're talking about doing what did you say? Quarter of a century staff.
I'm working hard right now. I'm retired as executive director.
Right.
And one of the things I'm working on, first of all, is the centennial book because we're about 5 years away now from this school being 100 years old. And we're putting together a book of all the things that have happened over the years. And I'm working on a section of that book that will be about the staff members in that. And so, we're looking at having a quarter century club, anybody that's been in this building as a staff member for 25 years. And that's my own little thing I'm wanting to do because we've had some pretty cool people that have been staff members here, and I think we need to honor them.
I would agree with that. It's yourself included, because you've taught through years and years of things and adversity that have come across Northside High School. And Elizabeth, I know that you were highly involved in the arts scene here when you were a student here, and so there's an awful lot that personally you guys have given. But you think of the likes of Ed King, Coach Heaton, Coach Dale Dorfler. The list goes on and on.
Backing that up, let me give you a few statistics from those you just mentioned. Dale Dorfler, who is the athletic director and football coach, most people don't know he was the longest reigning football coach here. Nobody was football coach here longer. Ed King, the longest in music of anybody by far in the position. Nobody's even close. And if you think of Chambers Field out there where we play football and have track, Raleigh Chambers was here from 1927 till 1967. That's a long time.
And he's in a lot of photos that are in the Wall of Fame now
Yes,
down there.
yeah, he's Hall of Fame in almost everything in this state.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I'm putting together all those things so that we eventually can honor the staff that's gone through this building.
Oh yeah, it's crazy to see like some of the people that I've worked with, like Ankenbrook. You know, he's on the wall with one of those sectional championships.
Yep.
You know, or our current girls basketball coach, Money Mike Wallace. You know, he's on the wall like with his
Yes, he is.
fist up in the air with the victory that they had. So
I think it's really cool to see how many of our current staff or anybody that's involved here at Northside were alumni. Seems like we get that draw of people that just don't want to go away. They want to come back and continue their time with Northside.
Yep. There's one just down the hall.
There's a lot of them, actually.
Yeah, there are.
Well, with that said, too, you guys have a website. We're going to put that up on the screen when we fade out from here. But I just want to say, for more information about the Northside High School Alumni Association, please visit www.nsalumni.org. Once again, it's www.nsalumni.org. On their webpage, they have a lot of information, pages about membership, information about reunions, scholarship information, and other features. If you scroll down a little bit, there are also forms about scholarships and ways that you can donate or join the Alumni Association. So once again, please visit www.nsalumni.org. Once again, www.nsalumni.org. Thank you.